Hey everybody, it's been a while. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've honestly just wanted to kind of let you guys know about my updates on, how I'm doing and just as far as finding my journey, my inconsistency with Christ, and just to let you guys all know, how I'm doing. So I can honestly tell you, I've really been fighting some demons. When I tell you that my life has kind of been going up and down, a roller coaster. And I mean, that's literally what I've been seeing in my first video, just with inconsistency and just trying to maintain that uh, focus to be, a follower in Christ. I feel like things have been getting in the way, and I've also felt like I've been literally focusing on other things that are not as important. So if any of you have been following me on Instagram, you guys been noticing that I've just been really doing this fitness, just trying to stay in shape and just posting my workouts, post workouts, sometimes during workouts. And I've gotten a lot of people who are just oh, this is so motivating, you're inspiring me to go back to the gym, I really needed this. And I felt as though that focus on that was something that I was getting more response from, so I kind of started to lead towards that way opposed to with my channel. So everyone's gonna get on board when it becomes something to where it's entertaining, but when it is something that is a focus and just more of just trying to commit yourself to God, not a lot of people really jump on board. Everything was just getting in the mix, and so mixed emotions, things like that. What am I really doing this for? Everything started to come out to play. That's the reason why I haven't really made a video, because then I was struggling on what to do it on. And at the end of the day, it's my testimony and it's literally my life. So with that being said, I really had to sit down and take a moment with myself just to see, okay, Tasha, what is it that you need to do to focus more? What is it that you really need to do that's going to make you become consistent? The key thing is finding a home church. So I made a video on, my promises on finding a home church, and I've been steady with them, not too much. I have been going to a couple of churches and streaming online, and I just was really hesitant on trying to find a home church. Reason being, I have huge anxiety when it comes to going to churches just on my own, not having anyone there as far as a support system to kind of help me, with seeing if this is a church. And this should never be the case, but it really is for me. I'm always thinking, what is this church for me? Are people looking at me? Do they think that I don't belong here? It's just that and a whole bunch of other nonsense that I literally wrap around my head. So this past week, I made a commitment to myself. I said, hey Tasha, you honestly do need to go to a church, and you need to actually take that next step of seeing how to join a church, because now I'm just stalling. I'm just making excuses to myself. I'm just, thinking of every reason in the book why a church is not for me, and I haven't found anything because I'm just not trying to commit myself. The one church that really stuck out to me was a church that's in Landover, Maryland. It's called Zion Church. I know a couple people probably already know about this church, and that's the last church literally that I've been either streaming or going to. It's just that church in general, it really stuck out to me. Keith Battle is really a great pastor. I've only heard him since I went there maybe once or twice. James Marshall, he's also a great pastor too, because he's the one the majority of the time that I've been there that's actually I've been listening to, and it's always a great message every time that I go there. So I got up, got ready for the 8 o'clock service, because I like to go to the early services. We had the word. It was honestly a great message today, and the topic of it was while you wait, which is honestly hit it right on the nail. Literally, it was great. After the service, I met up with someone who was holding up a sign just as far as guests, and I just let her know, I was like, I've been here for a couple times, and I just really want to know how to join a church. So they took us to a room, and there was a couple other people there, and they were just letting us know about Zion Church and small groups that you can get into. After it was finished, went to a lady, and I just asked her, I was like, okay, so I really want to join the church. So I missed the service that actually you would go ahead and, you know, have a class, or just to kind of get information on it to see if this is what you really wanted to do. So it's always the third Sunday of each month, and I think I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna go. I already registered, which is the first step that you had to do. I'm pretty excited. No one is gonna do these things for me. Like, no one is gonna, you know, literally wake me up out of bed and say, hey, you need to get dressed, you need to go ahead and do this. When I tell you, today when I was doing my makeup and I literally looked at myself in the mirror, I was just like, Tasha, you need to not back out on this. Like, you really need to do this, because that's taking that leap of faith that has been seriously something that I needed to do for so long. I really need to make sure that I'm doing what I can to serve God, and literally I'm not doing it by just staying home. I'm not doing it by just, you know, doing other things and not making this an actual commitment in my life, and not just going on Sundays, but actually going every chance that I can. And I think that's what is making me a little emotional right now, but at the same time, like, it's really making me focus myself on being a committed follower of Christ, and that is what I wanted. So I'm excited. I'm very excited.